friends and loves, and welcome to Feel Good Meds. I'm Samantha Faye, psychic medium, ranked top 5 female psychic in the U.S. by the American Federation of Certified Psychics and Mediums. Boom! It's always a mouthful. Oh, welcome. I'm so excited to be here with you today. We're going to pop in and do some live readings, some channeled messages. Welcome, Patricia. I love seeing that you guys are starting to pop on here. I'm wearing a really special shirt today and some of my favorite armbands that a dear friend of mine and fellow follower has sent to me. I mean, I've had them for years, to be honest. But she is like making a baby, and not making a baby like she's ready to pop one out if she hasn't already. So definitely do. I'm really excited to share in the celebration of that. Yes, okay, so let's talk about my hair real quick. I know it's so silly. So my hair is naturally curly, as you guys have seen. That is my natural state. And so I have done everything I can in the last 9 months to encourage my hair to be more and more curly. And it was just getting to the point where like the back was not curling. The front was curling, but the back was not curling. And so it was not looking so fabulous. Finally went in and got a haircut yesterday. And she straightened it for the first time in 9 months. First time in 9 months that I can actually do this. And let me tell you, it feels so good. So good. And I love having it straight. So I think you guys are going to see more of it straight lately. And it is so much easier. You guys, so much easier with it straight than it is curly. I thought I was doing curly to do myself a favor, to take less time and attention, and now oh my god, I have so much respect for curly haired ladies, because oh goodness, it takes quite a bit. It takes quite a bit of attention to actually get it to really start looking good, because it can be kind of yeah. Anyway, you're probably going to be seeing me with straight hair more often because I just love it so much. So that's the hair spiel. Not that you guys really care, but let me tell you, I do. So, this is what I'm wearing today. Oh, I didn't turn the screen around, but I'm wearing my Sparkle Tuff shirt. Sparkle Tuff. I got my armbands on. These are my Wonder Woman armbands. My friend Bex, you guys have seen her probably, if you've been following, you've seen her following with you or watching, tuning in with you. So, yeah, boom, boom, the armbands. We're celebrating that she is about to have a little boy. I did a reading with her and her little boy on one of these Feel Good Meds. So, yeah, it's really fun. I'm also glowing in smiles because my little brother is here visiting me. It's really cool. It's really fun to have him here. And we got up super early and had caffeine. So, zing! Hello, welcome. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's set some space and let's dive into some live readings. I know, Joe, yay babies. My sister's about to have a baby too. I was able to do a reading with her yesterday. And she said she hasn't been sleeping well. She's got, she's having like early stuff going on. I'm not going to go into too much detail here. But so we did a reading yesterday and she said that she slept perfectly last night, which has not been the case. So I'm really excited that the reading and meditation and stuff that we did yesterday really helped. It's just so nice to have this gift to be able to share with people. You know what I mean? It's amazing. It's so wonderful. I write the thank you letter to God every morning. And I often write, thank you for being able to share this opportunity with so many of you. Okay, yay. Wee. Me. Okay, so as we call in divine truth and love into the sacred space, we invoke the highest possible healing for each and every viewer, replayer, and myself. We ask for the courage and compassion to speak and to hear from the purest form of self-love and forgiveness to all involved. So welcome, my sweet friends. Let's see what messages come through. Hello, Kathleen. I don't recognize your name, and your name was the first one that I saw when I opened my eyes. So if you don't mind, I'm just going to go ahead and start with you. Welcome, Mary Moo Moo. Love that name. Brings me a smile every time I see it. All right, so Kathleen, hello. Beautiful. So Kathleen, what I'm seeing here for you is like, it's almost like you're standing in an hourglass, but what is in the top portion of that hourglass is like where you are coming through and you are experiencing your happiness, where you're experiencing your joy, where you're popping through and you're like, yes, I've experienced a new level, a new layer of like my excitement. And then what I'm seeing is like, it's almost like a hoop skirt. I know I said hourglass, but it's also almost like a hoop skirt where there's like this bottom portion of you that's still just dragging in like just energy that isn't serving you. Almost like a caterpillar that goes into a cocoon. The caterpillar goes into the cocoon, and as it's coming out, right, that moment in its life where it has to climb out of the cocoon, it builds so much strength, but that it's really like an uncomfortable transitional phase before it can be a butterfly and fly all over the world and make all of us super happy when it lands on our nose. But that period right there where it's coming out of that cocoon, that's what I'm seeing is happening here. But the reason why you're here today and the reason why you're getting this information is because I actually still see that there's a portion of you that's willing to get stuck in that bottom part. So ease and grace, my friend, ease and grace. Do what you can to laugh your butt off today. Do what you can to like make that your number one priority. What can you do that's going to make you laugh so hard that you are in tears? You're laughing so hard that it's just, oh my gosh, I couldn't even have laughed harder. Like get yourself into that space because it'll just pop you right out. Just bink, pop right out. And as you pop yourself right out of that place, and as you pop yourself right out of that experience, all of the other stuff is just going to melt away. It's just going to float away. It's just going to melt away, and it's going to go elsewhere. Just going to be somewhere else. And then you will step yourself out and be that butterfly that's jumping out of the cocoon. You're going to be that butterfly that is just, in your space, in your greatness. Now, Kathleen, I do see also where there's like a bit of a density around you. There's a bit of a darkness, and I don't mean that as like ooga booga booga. It's just like there's a darker and a dense energy around you that is not yours. And what I'm seeing is that you've done really good at being aware of being like, oh, not mine. Then you can carry around your day. But I also still see that like you do a fair amount of like dancing around it. And I'm specifically saying that it is attached to a male, that it is a male energy. It's a male presence in your world, in your life. And that male presence and that male energy, I'm seeing that there is a lot of love. There's a lot of beauty that comes from it. I see that it does feed and serve you. But I also do see like just a simple conversation for you. Like a conversation with him about laughter and a conversation with him about joy and a conversation about like, hey, let's have more fun. Like maybe if you just say, ooh, hey, let's have more fun and see what the response is. So instead of being like, you know, sometimes you're really a drag to be around, because nobody likes to hear that. Nobody does. But if you can use that joy and excitement that you have coming in through your world and like let it be contagious, let it seep into his energy, because I already see that you've done a good job of being able to not pull that in. And I think as empaths or as sensitive beings, which a lot of us that, you know, you attract what you are. So most of us are very sensitive beings on this channel, otherwise you wouldn't be here. But I see that you've done a pretty good job of not taking his energy on or allowing it to come into your space. So my 2 cents, my hello is like, you're not going to stop spending as much time around this person, but what I do see is your ability to pick them up by actually having a conversation about fun, having a conversation about joy will bring enthusiasm that will help him to just like release all the other stuff. Because what I'm seeing is like he's gotten into like like he just holds on to stuff that he doesn't need to hold on to, with this idea that like, well, when shit happens, you just hold on to it and you just deal with it and you move on. And we know better than that. We know that you don't have to carry around a backpack of pain. We know that you don't have to carry around a backpack of sadness. We know that you don't have to do that. We can just literally take the backpack off and carry on. Carry on, carry on. And so that's where I'm seeing like there's a role for you to play in this person's life that will just like boop, make it easier for it. It will make the energy that you spend being around this person more effervescent, lighter, more free, more exciting. Beautiful. Yeah, you guys, you know what? Let's play a game. Where's everybody watching from? Where's everybody tuning in from? I see that we've got Manchester. I've never been there. Coventry. Okay, never been there. Beautiful. Vance, hello, friend. Welcome, welcome. Christine, I love that. Was that for Kathleen or Christine? So cool when more than one person benefits. Yes, completely. You guys, even if I'm not saying your name, you know there's a piece that you can relate to in this. And there's a piece that you can gather out of it. I'm telling you right now that when we do readings, when we as psychics or when we as healers do readings for other people, we get so much out of it. We get so much out of it that there's so much beauty and goodness for others. Truly, it's amazing. Absolutely amazing. All right, we got Colorado, we got Monterey, we got Nevada. Woo! Reno. Whoop, whoop. Go Reno. Love this. Ontario, Canada. South Africa. You guys, we're going straight global. We are straight global right here. Bristol, Rhode Island. Gold Beach, Oregon. How exciting. I love this. I absolutely love this. Well, welcome, welcome, friends. Oh, all right, Cassandra, your name is like really lighting up for me today. Ben, my sweet friend Ben, check this out. I'm having a Becca day. Sparkle Tuff, got the armbands on. Ben and Becca and I used to do a lot of dancing together. We used to wake up at like 5 o'clock in the morning to drive down to San Francisco to go to Daybreakers, which is like a sober morning dance party. And then you're done by 8 and then you can carry on with the rest of your day. So we used to go do that. So welcome, Ben. Hello, my friend. All right. Hello. All right. Who did I say? I said Cassandra. I hope I'm saying it. Well, I'm saying it right on one account. All right, so let me see what Spirit has. And remember, you guys, as we're all in this container together, as we're all sharing space, as we're all having fun, remember that even if I'm not saying your name specifically, this message is for you. This message is for you. So go ahead and open yourself up to be able to receive in full gratitude, that as you open yourself up to receive in full gratitude, that you will be bringing in so much goodness, so much life, so much love, so much joy, that it is just going to permeate the rest of your day. It's going to permeate the rest of the conversations that you have. It's going to permeate the eyes of everybody that you look into to say hello, welcome, welcome. All right. So, hello, Cassandra. I'm just going to call you C-Dub. How about that? Ooh, okay. So, Cassandra, what I'm seeing here is it's like you are spinning in a tornado. It's really interesting. It's like there's a cyclone, a V-shaped cyclone tornado, moving around over here. This is what you guys, I could write a novel with my hands, especially when I'm doing readings and my eyes are closed, I'm telling you. So you've got this like cycle that's spinning over here. Then what I see is like you're stuck in this. You're totally stuck in this. Then you have this like beautiful cloud over here, and this beautiful cloud over here is like, it's literally iridescent. It almost looks like makeup, like a highlighter. Like it's got iridescence, it's got beauty, it's got room, it's got fun, it's got freedom, it's got like, oh my gosh, it's got so much goodness and so much life and so much love and so much like peace. And I'm seeing that you're stuck in this tornado, and you're like wanting, it's like a grass is greener sort of thing, where you're seeing this bubble of like freedom and peace, and you're wanting to get out, and you're wanting to get into it, and you're wanting to shift into this other idea. Let me tell you something. Neither one of them are for you. Neither one. Absolutely neither one. Neither one. Okay, so what you want to do, this is what you want to do. Stop. Just stop. Just stop. Just stop. For 3 days. 3 days. Don't make any decisions. 3 days. Right now. 3 days. You've got like decisions that are pulling you in other directions and decisions that are like da 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 da. Don't make any decisions. Be clear your slate complete. Look at your energy's already changing. Isn't it amazing what a little bit of permission can do? You give yourself permission to just stop. Don't decide. Even if you've got deadlines, whatever it is, what I'm seeing is that neither one of these things are for you. And I'm seeing that getting your head spinning in this thing, and like what I'm seeing is like part of the tornado is, well, this is what I think I want to do, but I'm not really sure that I want to do that. And then I took in somebody else's like words of advice and words of wisdom, and then I took in somebody else's perspective, and I took in this and I took in that, and so it's creating this tornado. And so this tornado that's happening, the cyclone that's happening, is happening, and it's not your energy. So literally, as I say, give yourself 3 days permission to not make any decisions. I watch the energy just like, that's where your peace is. Your peace is in just like stepping out of it. You guys, let me tell you something. If you can't make a decision one way or the other, it's not for you. If you're leaning in and you've got a full body yes, like this is what we do. This is what we do. You might not be able to see me completely, but this is what we do. Oh goodness, I'm knocking shit over. Okay, you're like here. You're like Sparkle Tuff today. So you're here. And you ask yourself, is it in my highest, this is what's on my mind today. Is it in my highest and best interest to go to the art museum with my brother today? Whoa. Okay, so that's a full yes. Is it in my highest and best interest to stay home and stick to the grind? Okay, so I'm getting a no, right? So for me, forward is yes, back is no. So that's what we call a sway test, right? So we go forward and back, forward and back. When you do this, and if you're doing this, but you want to be really specific. You want to be really specific on how you ask your question. It's the same work with doing a pendulum, but not everybody's familiar with the pendulum, and it takes some belief and faith and all that stuff. The sway test, you can feel in your body. You can totally feel in your body. And so it's not even just like, hey, let me feel into my intuition. Let me feel into my gut. Let me see if I can differentiate between the thoughts and the emotions and the feelings. And sometimes we know that gets crazy. That just gets totally crazy. So if you're like, okay, fuck all of that noise. Pardon my French, but not really. I just went French to German. That's crazy. Okay, so you take all that other garbage out of the way. You take all the other like pros and cons. Like get all that shit, just move it, clear it out of the way. Clear the whiteboard completely. Give yourself a sway test. Now here's the deal. If you're asking and you're not getting a clear answer, chances are it's not for you. Chances are it straight up is not for you. So if you have to make a decision between 1 and 2, and you're like, neither one of those really feels right. Neither one feels right, and it feels a little bit different, so I don't know that that's really going to like, doesn't really work. So throw both of them out and just pick a different thing. You're like, okay, well, maybe something else. The best example that I have of this is when I was moving to LA, I was looking at 2 different buildings to live in. And so like, but neither one was working. I'm like, well, this one's probably a little bit better, but I like the interior. And I'm like literally getting caught in the weeds. And then so I have this little rose test that I teach people in other programs. But so I have this rose test where I do this program, or I do this rose and then I do the other rose and then I see what interpret, and like the rose test wasn't working. So then I finally was like, okay, so I'm going to put both of those and then ask, is there something better? Yes, there's something better. So if there's something better, you're aiming too low. You got to pop your vision up. You got to look, you got to aim higher. You got to let it drop in. So if you're stuck in a tornado, You're totally just stuck in a tornado and you're getting pulled this way and that way, and other people want you to do things because it serves them better, but they're not really paying attention to you because they want what's best for them as per what you decide. All that is nonsense. It's nonsense. So what you do is you just clear the slate completely. You just clear it and then you start over. Sometimes, like what I'm seeing today, the prescription is to take 3 days off. Don't make any decisions. Don't make any decisions. Give yourself 3 days to chill. Because you give yourself 3 days, a lot can happen in 3 days. A lot can happen in 15 minutes. A lot can happen. Look, we've been on here for like 30 minutes. Some of you, this information is going to stick with you for the rest of your life. It's literally going to save you in circumstances where you could have made a shitty decision and ended up like up a creek without a paddle, because now that you know how to make better decisions for yourself with this really simple little thing, it's going to help you for the rest of your life. That happened in like 15 minutes, okay? Less than 15 minutes. So imagine what can happen in 3 days when you surrender, you take your hands off the steering wheel and you say, Source, Creator, God, Universe, Archangel Michael, whoever it is that you're like praising to, Allah, whatever your thing is, right? Nobody's here to judge. Pick your I was going to say poison, not your poison. Pick your light. So when you pick your light, you get to hands off the steering wheel and let the insight come to you. Let the guidance come to you. Let the joy come to you. Let the celebration come to you. And when you let that celebration come to you, you're going to get so much more out of it. So much more out of it than you ever thought possible. And when you give yourself that permission to dive in completely and surrender, boom, day 3, guess what happens? The best opportunity in the world that you never even thought of because you were too busy getting your head stuck in the weeds. Clear it all out. Clear it all out. Pop yourself into new awareness. And when you pop yourself into new awareness, oh my gosh, so many incredible things happen. Truly, truly, truly. So yes, Cassandra, please tell me how to pronounce that so when I see your name again, I know how to say it. Or I can just call you C-Dub. If you're good with C-Dub, we'll just go with that. Thank you so much for showing up today, because I think this insight was so good for all of us. How many times have we gotten stuck in that, right? How many times have we gotten stuck in that? Set yourself free. Set yourself free. Set yourself free. Boom. Sway test. Do that. Explore other options if something isn't feeling right. You guys, I'm literally saying full body yes. Full body yes. Has to be full body. None of this half body. None of this hokey pokey. None of this 1 foot in, 1 foot out shit. If you're not all in, you're out. These are the rules. I make them up, okay? I make up the rules. And I like to follow my rules. You can adopt my rules and put them in your rule bag or not. Because guess what? You're human and you get to pick up your own rules too. That's it. That's the mojo. That's how we flow through this thing. Nobody's getting out of here alive, so you might as well have as much fun as you possibly can while we're here, right? All right, my sweet loves, I see you guys asking for readings. Yes, I do. I do readings with people on a 6-month basis. I work with people for long-term transformation. We don't play the short game around here. I'm in it for life. I'm in it to help you for life. I'm in it to make sure that your life is better for the rest of your life based on the things that I can work with you and teach with you. Now, working with me one-on-one for 6 months, it's expensive. I'm not gonna lie. It's expensive. I'm a high-class lady. I like expensive things. And I also know that when I have enrolled myself in high-ticket programs and high-ticket offerings, you guys, I've invested over $130,000 in myself, in my coaching, for me. Yes, it's really awesome and it's really exciting. And when you pop yourself into that, because when I started that game, I was living at my grandma's house and I barely had 2 pennies to rub together. And I took a full body yes choice and I invested 25 grand. 25 grand. on a hope and a prayer, and a lot of hard work. And let me tell you, it will change your life. So if you have any sort of decision coming up for you right now, and it's not a full body yes, then it's a no. That's it. It's a no. But if it's a full body yes, here's the deal. If it's a full body yes, and you're like, I don't know how I'm going to make it happen, and all of a sudden all this fear starts coming up, and you're like, I don't really know, I don't really get it, calm down. You internally commit. This is the thing. You internally commit. You internally say, I'm in. Put your hands up, and you're like, to anybody who's listening, my hands are off the steering wheel. I have surrendered. I have said yes. I'm in it to win it. I'm going for it. I'm not stopping. I'm committed. And when you do that, the universe, energy, all of it, your guides, your people, your friends, your family, they're going to feel that level of commitment. And when that happens and you allow yourself to be open to receive, the path will open. The path will open, and it will be super clear, and it will be the path of least resistance. Beautiful. And that's it. That's it. That's how it works. You got to internally say yes and know that it's a full body yes. Boom. And then it works. And then you get to buy the ticket and take the ride. And on to more adventures. But let me tell you, it's not worth it if you're not smiling. It's not worth it if you're not fully committed. It's not worth it if you aren't able to bring joy into it. And all of that is your choice. My sweet loves. Welcome to Thursday. Welcome to Thursday. I want to say thank you so much to each and every one of you for jumping in on this with me. Yes, this is so exciting. For those of you who are actually really ready to go forward and start committing to your path, whatever way, shape, or form that looks like for you, yeah, we've got Discover. And right now, here's the deal. Here's the deal. This opportunity is so rich and so beautiful that I've realized the value of what it is that I'm bringing to the table. And I have, the price of it is, let me tell you, I like to overserve. I'm just going to put it that way. I like to overserve. So right now, here's the deal. It's about to take off. I know that. I've set it up. I can feel it. It is a beautiful thing. So right now, you have an opportunity to be a founding member. Right now, you have the opportunity. Offer is as it is set, which you'll learn all about that through the interview process. But right now, you have the opportunity to be a founding member. So if you are feeling the call, if you're feeling any sort of, yes, that sounds great, yes, I want to learn more, let me know, because I'm going to be able to hand you, I'm going to be able to hand you the link that's going to give you the opportunity to watch a free intro class. This is how you check in and see if it's for you. You watch this intro class, and if you are not revved up, if you are not fired up, then it's not for you. So you have nothing to lose by watching the intro class. That's all I'm saying. You have nothing to lose by watching the intro class. So if you want to link into the intro class, let me know. I can even put it in the comments here. But let me know. Send me a private message and just let me know that you want the link with more information. And I'll send it to you, and that's how we're going to get the ball rolling. So you watch that intro class and you're like, nah, I'm not getting a full body yes. So you're like, I don't know that I'm ready to commit. I don't know the right time, blah, blah, blah. That's fine. But if you watch that intro class and you're like, this is full body yes. I'm feeling a yes in my body. I'm feeling yes across the board. I want in on this bandwagon. I want to be a founding member for one of the greatest academies that will ever exist in the world. That's right. That's right. So I want you to be on this journey with us. I want you to be on this ride with us. I'm so pumped. I'm so pumped. And I'm so excited. And it just keeps getting better. It just keeps getting better. So join me in being a founding member, because this opportunity is, I can guarantee you it's not going to be here after May. I can guarantee you. And right now I'm only debating with myself on if it's halfway through May or all the way through May that I'm going to offer this founding member. So yes. Yes, Kathleen, I will send you the link. Yes, Samantha, I will send you the link. We need more Samanthas on board. I'm the only one. So clearly we need some more Samanthas. Joe, I'm going to send you the link anyway, just so you can watch it. All right, my sweet friends, I want to say thank you so much for spending this morning with me. What a beautiful blessing. So much fun, so exciting to share in this with you today. Boom, shakalaka. Hello, hello. All right, so let's go ahead and take a nice big deep breath. Let yourself soak in all the goodness, all the wonder, all the creation, all the bliss. Beautiful. And as we go forth, may we integrate the healing and the lessons received with courage, self-love, and compassion. Our session here is very much complete. Remember, feel free to share this with your friends. Share this, tag. Okay, yeah, tag your people, share it, send it to whoever you want. Beautiful. All right, Ashley, Jordan. All right, so if you guys please send me a private message, because sometimes when I'm on this and it goes through Messenger, it gets a little bit funky through my business page. I've tried to do it before. So if you could send me a private message on this page, I will happily send that to you as soon as I get off here. So thank you all for being here. Thank you all for sharing this morning. Again, mwah. All right, ciao, ciao, my friends.